What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be introducing a fairly new commander, and this commander is called Isildur. Alright, so he's just somebody who just came out, and I didn't even introduce him in the commander profile video I did before, so today we're going to be talking about him. Alright, to start off, here is the main report of this analysis, which is the war between Isildur and Gandalf the White, which both are level 3 commanders, and at least in terms of ability, which the in-game developers consider to be equal. Next, we will look at the levels, and the level for Isildur is level 44 and Gandalf the White is level 50. However, in terms of health remaining in the war, Isildur beats Gandalf the White by a large margin. And it is already a leapfrog challenge, so why can he still win with so many soldiers left? Today, we're going to break it down and see just why. Isildur is a leader commander and can carry 5 more command soldiers than other types of commanders, but I believe this is not the key to his victory, so let's keep going and see why. He's equipped with a gigantic hammer and the plate of the Citadel, Hunter's Guide, as well as Wizard's Fireworks, and the general skills are mainly for might and attack bonus. The special bonus is to increase attack to large units and increase defense, as well as to inflict madness each round. Increasing attack to large units as well as inflicting madness each round are 2 very good skills, which can cause significant damage to the enemy large unit's own allies. And as for the commander skills, his only focuses on upgrading 2 skills, the Great King, and which is in the first round enemies can only deal minimum damage, and for the second round all allies can increase damage. So the first round then is home to Isildur. The following 2 abilities are both madness and debase enemies. Can they be combined with the equipped madness abilities? Last Alliance, which is in the next 7 attacks, both men and elves can decrease damage received. So if this ability matches the Great King in the first round, Isildur is invincible. With Sentinel, Sharpshooter, and Cataphract, 2 ranger units and 1 melee unit, the selected soldiers are all in line with Last Alliance. They are all men or elves, and they are all soldiers with high levels of previous damage. And this is very useful for inflicting heavy losses on enemy soldiers in the first round. And then here's our old acquaintance, Gandalf the White. He's a strategist commander and his skills carry control abilities. However, Gandalf the White did not upgrade to the best skill, White Rider, a skill that can stack damage received each round. Although only for 4 rounds, it's still very powerful, right? With the current upgrade, he has focus damage, stun, and defense. And a good Gandalf the White is equipped with Elven White Knife, High Elf Hauberk, Swan Helm, and Belt of the Citadel, which mainly deals with damage bonus, defense, and stun immunity against humans. As for units, there are Eagles, Gandalf's old buddy, and the Dunedanes, who attack long-range units first. These 2 units are a perfect match. Kill the Eagles first, then Eagles are mainly used for the attack. The Dunedanes can be used for defense. Or is it? Let's get right into the battle and see. Alright, the battle went on for 10 rounds, and the death toll on both sides are very different. Isildur lost only 988 units while Gandalf lost 2,760. Looking at the damage, there is little difference between commanders, and it is normal for the strategic Gandalf the White to deal less damage than the attacking Isildur. The most abnormal is the damage output and damage received from both soldiers. and their units. So why is there such a big gap? So let's move on and see. In the first round, Isildur increased damage for the sharpshooter and cataphract. He tried to inflict madness on the Dúnedain, but the Dúnedain resisted. Gandalf the White gave the Dúnedain stun immunity, and it's just too bad Isildur doesn't have stun. The eagles attacked, but the sentinels avoided. Then the sharpshooter and cataphract were stunned, and I don't see where this stun came from, but it's probably from one of Gandalf the White's equipments. Isildur was supposed to have the advantage in the first round, but it doesn't look like it, and Isildur's victory in this round came down to the Sentinel's high damage killing 20 eagles, while Isildur's skills are just not being used. As we move on to the second round, Isildur finally wakes up. He inflicts madness on the eagles and the Dúnedain, in addition to Gandalf the White, and which leads to killing the enemy units quite a lot, while Isildur's units almost suffered no losses. And Gandalf the White kills many of his own units because of the madness. It is clear that this round is still won by Isildur. In the third round, Gandalf the White finally reaches the limit of his skills, but the damage of the enemy is just too high. Even though they lowered their defense, they still killed many of the units. Throughout the next few rounds, Gandalf the White stuns the enemy units with his skill and consistently lowers their defenses. Isildur gives bonus damage to their units, but inflicting madness on enemies did not play into great use. In terms of units, eagles and the Dúnedain obviously do not do enough damage and can only kill a small number of the enemy units per round. The Dúnedain also failed to defend against the eagles. The sentinel and the sharpshooters also failed to take advantage of the damage done to ranged units. In the ninth round, the eagles were all dead. The sentinel, sharpshooter, and cataphract dealt very high damage. Even if the sentinel was stunned, the sharpshooter can still kill many units altogether. It was in this way that a large number of the units were killed round after round, and finally Gandalf the White lost. In this process, Gandalf the White used his skills and equipment to stun the enemy, but it was still difficult to combat the sentinels and sharpshooters with high damage. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and I'll see you in the next one.